One legend says that when these hills were islands washed by the sea, Joseph, the uncle of Jesus, landed here with a group of disciples, bringing to the Druids of Glastonbury Tor the new teaching of Christ. He built a wattle church on the site where in later centuries the great abbey was to rise. This particular myth means a great deal to the architect, Keith Critchlow.
When I was first introduced to the idea that the first Christian church, which is quite a significant thing, was here in England, I just thought, well, that's another piece of nationalism, and it'd be nice wishful thinking. But then the facts were given to me by people time and again, different quarters, and I put them all together, and it began to make sense. This gives the story, to a certain extent, very well, because there was a certain man by the name of Bligh Bond, whose work I consider to have continued. He only died just after the last war, and he was the person who was asked to find this particular column, which is indicated on this drawing here. And when he discovered it, he decided to dig even deeper, and he found the circular foundations of what he believed to be the very, very first foundations built in 37 AD, very shortly after Christ died himself, and the people who came over were people who had living contact with Christ, and they set up one cell each for each of the hermits, with the wattle church, which is this is talking about here, set up in the middle.
The circle, the symbol of eternity, forms the basis of this man's understanding of Glastonbury. For the men who built stone circles all over Britain, this tor was a sacred site. As a practical man, Keith Critchlow is fascinated by their mastery of geometry. A primitive pair of compasses, just flint arrowheads bound to sticks, can describe a perfect circle on a piece of slate.
We've had to take this off the roof of a house, but Neolithic man would have had access to a chipped slate, and the ability to scratch and make marks on here would have given him immense precision.
It is a precise tool, as precise as modern drawing instruments, and from the circle you can develop the geometry needed to lay out Stonehenge, or, for that matter, a medieval cathedral.